Hey guys, it's Win. Okay, for fun, I'm starting the tracker back at yesterday at 4 p.m. And look how slowly everyone was going, slowly. And then infant diversion goes around Gray's Reef, and about the time we talked last night, the wind picks up, and look at the whole pack start moving. And just the turbos finished, section 1, section 2, and right now it is a veritable parade of boats, all the way back to the outside of the Manitous, actually, to sort of the Fox Island area right now. So zoom in just a little bit to give everyone an idea of what happens here. So all the boats funnel into Gray's Reef Passage between Gray's Reef Light, and there's another entrance mark. They go up to New Shoal Lighted Buoy number 3. They make a right-hand turn, and it's pretty much a straight east line to the bridge, and then a little bit north of east to the finish line. And you can just see the number of boats that we got piled up all over here. Reports are that the winds are out of the west-southwest 20-25 knots. It's really going out there, and you should really see some boat speeds reflective of that. There's a J109 going almost 10 knots, for instance, which is just fabulous. A J46 shoal draft going 10.3 knots. That's really crazy, 9.2 knots in an LN40. Look at this. Beneteau 40.7 is going 9.1 knots. Now, the only thing going on here is the wind's kind of coming out of the west-southwest, so these boats are trying to throw wind shadows on each other and pass one more guy between here and here, or maybe one more guy between here and here. And that's why you might see some of these boats going a little farther right or a little farther left here. As this is probably kind of downwind, you might want to jibe, clear your air, and go for the finish. So there's lots of tactics left in the race, but we are flying right now. And we are flying. Let me pull up the forecast real quick here, sort of the models here. Bear with me for just a second. So this is last night at 10 o'clock. This is about the last time that we talked. I had said before then that I thought when the thermal shut down, we would see the winds pick up, and boy, did they. If you were following it with me last night, Infinite Diversion took off. Il Mostro took off, the turbos took off at about this time, which was when we thought it would happen. Go through the overnight hours here. The wind's out of the south, bend to the southwest. 7 o'clock this morning, 10 o'clock this morning, it's a little early maybe, but these west-south winds are really kind of what was forecast. They're a little bit stronger. That makes sense to me. So they're a little bit stronger than this forecast, and that makes sense to me because here in the straits, you're going to end up with funneling. Kind of the wind comes this way, gets squeezed in the straits, and accelerates a little bit. So good ride right now, and doesn't show any sign of letting up. This is 1 o'clock this afternoon, and there's going to be even more funneling. This is 4 o'clock this afternoon. Our cold front's going to come through and shift the winds around to the northwest, but with plenty of velocity, maybe some still funneling going on. And then, in case we have people still coming, there's 7 o'clock tonight, still reasonable breeze, certainly quite good breeze, quite good direction, and then at 10 o'clock tonight also, and really virtually everyone I think will be finished by this time. Let's see. One other thing I wanted to show everyone real quick was how to find results. So if you go to the CYC Mackinac homepage, let me just go to the homepage here, and you click on the race, you click on results. I'm trying to get some of these linked on the homepage, by the way. Here's MacBridge call-ins. What this is everyone when they're a mile inside of the bridge. Once they pass the bridge and go a mile past, needs to call in and say, notify the race committee that they are in that location, a mile inside of the bridge, so the race committee knows that they're coming. Now, it looks to me like we've got a couple that have gotten stuck here, like Relentless and Tomorrow Sunshine. A couple of guys are still maybe waiting to have finish times entered so they clear out of here. But I would guess that sort of number 4 through number 20, so about 16 boats are between the bridge and the finish. So if you want to follow someone after the tracker, that's one way to do it. The second thing is this finish times, and this one's good if I have someone that I want to look for. So if I want to look for a FAR 40 and see what happened in the 40s, FAR 40 section, here's what I can tell. Actually, we don't have finish times entered on that one yet. Let me go back to here and go to the race results and go overall finish. Here's where I can really get some good stuff. So these are in alphabetical order. So it starts with B first. No Beneteau 36.7s, 40.7s. Here's the order that they finished in right now provisionally. La Tempête's in first. They don't have a protest or anything, so I imagined they're going to be winners of this thing in the one design section. Here's most of the cruising fleet is in. Again, without the entire fleet finish, you don't know who's actually in first place, because some of these boats back here may correct eventually over some of these boats that have already finished, so don't take anything too literally. Here's the results for the FAR 40s. So Flash Gordon 6th and first, so forth and so on. And they had the elapsed time here and the corrected time here, and the corrected time is the one that you might want to look at the boat, but the corrected time is the one that they're scored off of. So so know that. Right, J109s, J120s. This PP means protest pending, means someone's protested this guy, and we don't know whether he's going to be penalized or not as a part of it, so keep an eye on that. And anyway, you guys get the idea. So bottom line is that we have had a great night. We've got lots of boats finished. We have lots of boats finishing. The forecast really behaved nicely over sort of the last 12 hours or so. Let me back this up again because I think this is fun. And the forecast for the rest of the day is, you know, if not for a drag race, certainly for a lot of really straight line finishing kind of stuff to to bring the boats in on kind of on a real nice point of sale, quick point of sale from where they are right now around Gray's Reef and into the finish. So I'll catch you all later on. Thanks.